Y'all, this man scammed a lady out of $200,000, and as soon as he was in police custody, he snitched on his homeboy. Everybody meet Miles. But throughout this video, we're going to call him by his last name, which is Friday. Now, Friday was pretending to be the FDIC. The FDIC stands for Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Now, they pretty much just protect your money in case the bank fails, which helps keeps it stable and trustworthy. Now, on December 29th, a woman received a call from a man claiming to be from the U.S. Bank. When he called her, he asked her if she had authorized a transaction from GameStop, and she was like, no. So the man proceeds to tell her that he's going to be escalating these matters over to the fraud department. So the man transfers her over to the fraud department, and she gets a hold of a man by the name of Connor Wilson. Now, Connor starts to verify some of her recent transactions, and because the recent transactions were actually hers, she believes she was speaking to a legit person. Now, Connor then tells this lady that someone tried to do 2 wire transfers from her Fidelity account, one for $45,000 and one for $55,000. And of course, she's like, oh no, like, what can we do? He's like, you know what, I can help you prevent this from happening. This is what you need to do. So he tells her that she can transfer some of that money to a federal government account, and once the FDIC is done doing their investigation, she'll get the money back in like 2 days. So this lady sent $45,000 to a federal government account, and then he told her to wire $55,000 out of her Fidelity account to her Truist account so she can make withdrawals. Now, while she's doing all of this, he's on the phone with her the whole time, making sure that everything goes through. He even told this lady that she can't tell anybody at the bank because they might be involved with the wire transfer. Now, Connor tells her that his goal is to find the employees and put them in jail, and she's like, oh yeah, I hate people that break the law. Let me help you. Not only that, but he even convinced this lady that her husband might be involved. And that goes to show she clearly did not trust her husband, because there's no way. So this lady goes to multiple Truist banks and she's withdrawing money. Each time she made a withdrawal, he would have an Uber carrier meet her at a location, and she would put the money inside of the car and the money would be delivered to him. Now, he even told her that she needed to transfer $79,000 from her Fidelity account, and she's like, I don't have that much. So they agreed on $64,000. He told her to wire $42,000 to an account with TD and then $22,000 to a Wells Fargo account. Once they came to that agreement, he was like, I'm going to call you the following day to check on the wire transfers. Now, at some point, this lady started getting suspicious, which is interesting considering that she was putting money in the back of black trucks. So on December 31st, which was the following day, he calls her again. And he's like, what's up with the wire transfers? And she's like, I'm in the middle of an emergency surgery at work. I will call you back. Whole time, she's at the police department. So while she's at the police department, they're getting everything set up, ready to record the phone call, waiting for him to call. And this man ends up calling. And he's calling her asking about the wire transfers. And she's like, one of them went through, but due to the holidays, the others are pending. So she tells him, oh, I'm going to talk to the branch teller and see if they can arrange for it to be ready on January 2nd. And he's like, okay, I'm going to call you then. So now it's January 2nd, and the police end up setting up a sting operation to catch Connor. So now Connor and this lady get on the phone, and he don't even know that this lady is at the bank with the police. And he tells her, take out the $30,000 that I told you to take out on the 31st, and then take out an additional $20,000. So the police end up giving her a bag full of fake money, and they're waiting for him to send the Uber so they can put the money inside and follow the Uber to wherever Connor is. So now they just waiting for the Uber to come so she can put the fake money in the car. Now the Uber carrier gets there, she puts the money in the car, and when the Uber carrier drives off, the detective follows behind him. Now the Uber driver pulls into an apartment complex, and a man is seen flagging down the Uber driver. When the police seen this man open up that door and grab that money, they surrounded him and took him into custody. Now, once they took him into custody, they did a lineup, and the lady was able to identify him because he has picked up money from her once before. Now, you would think that once he gets in there, he's going to shut down and lawyer up. But nope, he waived his rights and told it all. He told them that he's been doing this for a couple months, and this is the first time he's ever gotten caught. He said that once he gets the money from the Uber driver, he would drop it off to his partner named Loafer, and they would give him his cut. Y'all, the man said out of every 10 customers, 5 of them will fall for the scam. And I just think that's so crazy. Like, I think that we need to start monitoring our grandparents' phone. And not on social media clowning him, saying that he's a rat and this why they don't hang with him. But that is all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think, like, comment, and bye.